Welcome, people on replay. I didn't forget to press
Oh,
record. You haven't missed anything.
great. Okay, now we're recording.
Yeah, we're
We're
recording
recording.
now. If you're watching this on replay, you didn't miss anything but me
Yes.
just saying
We were
hello.
just talking about the effigy and the beautiful days of
Yeah,
fall
but I
and
found this
oh,
image right here, and I thought it would be a cool one to F with, and I did. And but I'll be honest with you, that image is what inspired the class. So I thought we would do some samurai tech drills. I have a big day. Anne has a big day today, so this is the kind of class where you can have a hoop session, you can have a flow session in the middle of a crowded day, and it can actually get you ready for the day. And so we're going to do samurai, tech and flow drills. Of course, you can branch off and do your own thing. But that's what we're going to be doing. And of course, you can branch off and do your own thing. For those of you who've never had an in-person class with me, I'm really big into flow taking precedent. And so, and by that I mean that, like, I really think one of the beautiful things about hooping and flow arts in general is when you sort of veer off into a flow space. And by that I just mean a space of just doing and not like overthinking, not being analytical, just really being like in a moment. And one of its characteristics is confidence. One of the cool things about dance and flow in general is feeling like authentic movement and realizing that confidence is kind of an expression of how secure you are in your authenticity. You can confidently be wrong. You can confidently agree with people. You can confidently disagree with people. And a lot of what confidence is like shortening the space or just removing the space between how you're presenting and how you're feeling. In fact, like sometimes when you're fully confident, you're not even thinking about how you're presenting because you're so deep in your authenticity. And so, in hoop path classes, that's always the goal. So of course, like in person, like Ann could totally do a core hooping today, and it wouldn't affect me, well, not negatively anyway. And because we're always allowing for you to have a moment. All right, so I just realized we're almost at the 6 minute mark. Wow, sorry
ooh.
y'all. Let's jump into sway. Whoa, look at there.
Can you see? No, you can't actually see the effigy. It's just right beyond those windows, right behind Bax,
Yeah, let's see. I don't know
to
if there's a way. Let me
the
see.
right of Bax as you're looking at him.
Let's see if my. Uh,
Oh, can
okay.
you take the camera over there? Oh no, never mind. That's not Anne.
Nah,
Oh,
that's not
yeah.
gonna work.
Okay. Well, we'll have to do
We'll
a
figure it
live
out.
from
Yeah,
out
I'll,
there.
I'll figure it out. All right,
Yeah.
let's sway up and let's get going. Welcome to everybody watching at the mall.
Oh, and just I had asked Bags about where he found that image, and he said it was an Instagram account. Or was it an Instagram?
No, it's an actual website called
Oh,
DeviantArt.com.
yeah, amazing.
Yeah, Tara's daughter Miles actually had an account on that. I think most of the
Oh,
artwork I use
uh-huh.
is from there, and I have a feeling that it's made by like 14 and 15-year-olds.
Hey, we're down with Gen
Hey, I'm
Z.
down. Yeah, no, I think that's awesome.
That is.
All right, actually let's do something. All right, I'm gonna pick one of my favorite Sway songs, just cause we haven't heard this in a while. I've played it on here before. Sway is movement any way you like. Samurai tosses. Can't wait to replay. All right. Audible breath in. Sway is your stretch time, your opening time, your blooming time, your blossoming time, your you time. Audible breath in. For many of us, when we hear the word samurai, we also hear the word warrior. My mom was a Quaker, her parents were Quakers, we were Quakers going all the way back to the boat. Quakers are peaceful people, and the word warrior doesn't always fit in. I always had trouble with the word. But after reading Joseph Campbell, I realized that, like it or not, warrior was a universal archetype, that it showed up in every society. But Joseph Campbell was also quick to point out that, like everything, archetypes can evolve. And in that spirit, the word warrior for me doesn't mean a violent person. It doesn't mean anger. It doesn't mean hurting. It means resilience. It means courage. It means pushing through. It means preparation. It means faith. And that to me is the reason that the archetype still lives in me, is to remind me that my ancestors, the humans that came before me, had to push through fear. There were moments of doubt that they had to turn into the wind and step forward into that wind. And so the archetype, the warrior, the stories are just to remind me that I am of that lineage, that I have that power too. That at this point, I am that warrior. Audible breath in. Samurai technique, samurai flow, and hoop path just means that we're stepping into that warrior archetype. We're breathing into this person with courage. We're breathing into this person with strength. Audible breath in. Feeling your badassness. All right. God, the time is just flying by already, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would love to share about
Please.
what was special for me in that sway was that I was really finding a lot of vocalization, which goes along with audible breathing sometimes, or can. You know, audible breathing, audible breath can be a nice vehicle to vocalizing, but I was realizing that when I really was connecting to my voice was in twists. And so any kind of twist, you know, you can do a twist standing, you can do a twist in, you know, warrior pose, yoga warrior pose, and also supported on the ground. So I just encourage everybody to try to feel your voice when you're twisting, when you're in a twist.
Totally. Great. All right. Actually, let's start with
I'm
some
gonna
of
grab
those.
a water.
Let's start with some of those twists now. I'm just going to put music on. This is more of a tech class. So we're just going to kind of play music in the background. Well, hopefully. Okay. Okay, sweet. Okay, cool. All right, I'm gonna play some music in the background. Anne's gonna grab some water, and we're gonna talk about our first sort of samurai movements here. So, samurai as a technique basically is when you are gripping the hoop. Anytime you are gripping the hoop, you it could be said that you are in samurai. But as we were just setting up in sway, samurai is a little bit more than that. It's kind of an archetypal way of being, and so it's a strength form, right? And so when you're moving the hoop in samurai, or when you're doing your drills or whatever, that you're moving with a sense of strength. The whole system is based on, hopefully y'all can hear me okay, the whole system is based on grip. And so one of the things that we do with samurai, in a samurai class, is we warm up our grip.
And yeah, sometimes we hit ourselves in the face.
Sometimes we hit ourselves.
It continues to happen.
Listening mode, flowing, especially outdoors in the rain. Hi, everyone. Hey, Hula Hoop Man.
Hey, welcome.
So to develop that grip, we're going to try to move. Maybe I should put something a little bit softer than this. What do you think? Do you like this?
Shayi.
Do you like this drum and bass?
It's here too. Morning, Shelly.
Do you like the drum and bass, or should we get something a little softer?
No, this is perfect. This is perfect for samurai because of the percussive, the quick changes.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start with our strengthening our grip. I'm holding the hoop here. One way I can strengthen the grip is to apply twist into the hoop. Palm spins will help me develop. If you want to try a palm spin, I just pretend that my arm is a giant elephant trunk, and that I'm breathing in through my elephant trunk arm. So I'm
trying to do an elephant.
Oh, yeah. Anne's making weird noises. But this is a palm spin. There's currents to a palm spin. I can turn it towards my elbow or turn it away from the elbow. But these are great for developing samurai grip strength.
I also want to add that, you know, as Bags, he's been going kind of back and forth between vertical and horizontal planes. And one of the great things about building strength in samurai is that you're building strength in all these different parts of your hand simply by changing the angle. So noticing how that feels in the hand, because exactly. It's like when you're holding it vertical, then you're feeling that all up through like the top of your forearm. But when you're like this, you know, you tend to engage more with the bicep and tricep. So it's a really interesting way. The variation of like going back and forth as Bags is doing can give you a great way to build strength in the arms without, you know, like overtaxing one set or the other. You can kind of switch back and forth.
All right, let's let them listen to some music and take a listen. I like to use the grip to make to add like a snappiness to my warrior flow. So like, let's say I'm just doing these, just these hinge moves, these sort of foldy type grip moves. If I swing the hoop out and then grip it, boom, it'll put like a nice snap on the hoop. And so like a lot of samurai flow, and where you really start to have fun with it, is understanding there's a tight grip and a loose grip, and that those different amounts of pressure like help you do cool stuff with the hoop. One thing that Ann and I are doing that maybe we should mention is we're adding tosses, which was going to be the next song, but we might as well talk about it now. A toss or a hop, basically the same thing. Actually, we'll get into more of those later, but now I'll bring up the bird's eye for this because I want you to see something. What makes your samurai warrior samurai? What makes it warrior samurai is when you add your feet to it. So instead, or in addition to just moving the hoop here, I'm going to begin to move my feet with it. So I can swing the hoop out here and then maybe try to step with it. Ann wants me to point out that also following it with the free hand or the off hand, but I think core hooping is for me the most athletic, but samurai can be just as athletic if I move my feet. Okay, how long was that? Okay, cool. All right, let's go ahead and talk about tosses. This is going to be kind of a techie class. I hope that's okay with everybody. But let's go ahead and talk about tosses or hops, either way. I'm going to give you some names for things here. So right now, I'm holding the hoop with my right hand, and it's on the right side. Okay? In hoop path, this is referred to as right near. And the reason it's called near is because this end of the hoop is the nearest towards this hand, right? Even if I was over here, that would still be right near because it's way pushed into my rightness. Okay? So if I told you, if we called out and I said right near as a position, you would grip the hoop there. If I said left near, then you would go over here and just grip. It'd be just like a mirror, right? If I said left low, you would go down to here, okay? If I said left high, then you would come up to there, right? If I said right near, it would be like this. And I'll just call these to you, and you can do this with me. Your Ann's rocking it, but you don't have to, Ann. But I'm in right near. I'm going to go left low, left near. So the hand's going to hop. Boom. Nice, Ann. And then I'm going to go left high. Boom. Left low. And that one can be a fun one, like especially if you're a fire hooper. If I'm here, it can be fun to drop into any low position. And when you do, sometimes I like to add what I call the badass bounce to it. So for instance, if I'm going from left high, I'm gonna go to left low, I'm gonna put a badass bounce on it, right? Or I could do that with two hands. So I'm holding the hoop here, I'm gonna drop, boom, right? Of course, you don't have to, it might be cooler if you don't, boom. Ann says
to try to keep the hoop as still as possible.
Yeah, Ann likes the isolation-y type move, like here to there. If you like, Ann says it's harder with 2 to keep it still. All right, let's turn the music up and play with some of this. Now there's one move that I should go ahead and say that Ann is doing. Yeah, Ann likes this drill. So I'm in right near here, holding the hoop on the right side, right hand. So right far is when I go across my body to the other side. I'm on the far side. I'm what we call the away side. This is the home side. This is the away side. So if I called to you, I said left near, you would go here. And if I said left far, you would go across. If I said right near, you would come here. If I said right far, you would hop across. Now, if you really want a cool workout, you can bounce from far to far. So I'm in right far here. I'm going to go left far here. Yeah, Ann says this one's really good because you have to twist. I'll show you a little bit about... Boom. Live, you won't be able to see this detail, but when we put the HD video up later, you'll see that, like, the good thing about HD is you can see that Ann's feet are moving as she's doing this. So even though she's what we call rooted, those roots are still alive. They're still doing something. So now I'll show you, and then I'll let you flow with this. I'll show you what this can look like. It's a drill, but it can be flowy drill. And I can just pick points in my head and just call them out. I don't normally say this out loud, but I'll say it out loud so you understand what I'm doing. I could go right far, left near, left low, left high, right far, right near, right low, right high. I can walk around this circle if I want to. I can switch hands and do the same thing. And then there's also a current to this, so I can reverse current and go through the positions differently. I can try 2 hands, like this is me doing 2 hands from one side to the other side. Ancestor Samurai has never been this good until this effing club. Nice, nice. Oh, we got too many chats going. Yeah. Oh, gross cam. You know, Shroom Cam looks good at night now, but it just hates the day. I don't blame it. Okay, so Ant's having some fun, but before we burn our arms out, I want to talk a little bit about folding, because folding can do the same thing. We're going to keep the music going. This is going to be, and you can keep moving. You know, there's background music here for you. Okay, so I'm in right near right now, holding the right hand, right near. And then we used to call these push folds or pull folds, but that's sort of a useless technique, or useless name. It doesn't really help you, but a pull or a push fold. So I'm on right near here, but I can push over and I'm in right far, okay? So then you can do these kind of like foldy type moves. So I'm getting the same, we talked about this one in another class. I like going from corner to corner here.
So our Hoopsis Spiral used to do this cool kind of circuit with this, which would go like, I'll show you.
Yeah, dude. That is the ultimate spiral drill. That's very Kaya. A very Kaya drill. All right, let's play with this. And then, of course, if I add, like, you know, some core movement to this, this is the fold. I'm going from right near, right far, left near, left far. These are folds. And then I can still like add hops to this, and I can sort of like do hops and then folds also. So this is how this is kind of what we call stacking your techniques to build a flow. Like, sometimes you feel like you just have some tricks, but you don't have any flow. You can stack the techniques, and this is a drill that will help you stack them. So you're folding and hopping. While the song is taking this kind of crazy break here, I'll show you one more thing that I
actually
like.
some real jazz.
Yeah, we're
Jazz funk.
for all my drum and
I
bass
like
heads
it. I like
from
the
the
different
90s.
terrain.
Yeah. So one thing I thought I would point out, and I'm using the bird's eye camera for this, is that this is a hop where I am going from what would be right near, right, to right far there. And you can do, we've done these before, but you can do fold hops, and all you do is you push, you send the hoop into a direction, right, and then make the catch on the other side, right? So this will be a 360, there we go. 361, 181. Throw a little palm spin in there.
Definitely start with the 180.
And then I could do the same fold move. Oops. Do the same fold move to the other hand. And so this is like a way to kind of like create kind of cool tosses, and tosses are great for transitions. So let's bring the music back up. We'll play with a little bit more of these fold hops. You did, and just had a fun one. Sweet.
I just had a moment of like turning a kind of point balance, like instead of just immediately going to samurai, like going, into a point, I'll make it, into a point balance, but then turning that into samurai. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
Like
let's try it
trying
without the
to-
mic.
yeah.
We'll see what we got. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, okay. Nice. She's basically what she's saying without the mic. She doesn't have a head mic. She says she's going from, she's creating a balance on the back of her hand, which is a point balance, and then she's quickly snapping that point balance into some kind of samurai. Yeah, she's saying you can hop or you can fold into it. All right, let's play some music and let you play. Wow, I feel like I am in some kind of weird time warp because the time is like zinging by. I feel like it's already 12:41. I know, man. I know. Okay, y'all aren't commenting. Usually that means you've either peeled off or you're deep into trying all this stuff. Hopefully it's the latter. Don't tell me how many people are watching. I don't like to know. But let's go ahead and add a little bit more samurai. And we've done this move before. If it's frustrated you in the past, maybe today's the day you'll get it. If you already do it, you'll probably love doing it because it's such a cool feeling. But we're going to try a samurai transfer into a point position. I'm going to try this a couple of different ways. Hopefully I won't lose my train of thought. The first one we're going to try is what's called the Cadillac. And so... Oh, you cut your fingernails last night. Okay, good. I thought you were saying I read that as cut your finger. Okay, so do you see how I'm in what's called the... Oh, let me get the... This is the most expensive camera I have. This is the Cadillac, and what we're going to do is on one of these turns, the one that, for me, I'm going to use the one when I'm going towards my thumb, I'm Cadillacing right now, I'm going to go up under the hoop and then grip it again. So I'm doing kind of a point isolation underneath, holding the hoop, so I'm in Cadillac here, and then I'm going to come back and go under the point here. And so this is called like a, samurai point isolation, and would be, and then for folks at home, maybe samurai hyphen point or samurai space point.
One thing to note is how Bags's arm is extended. That's going to help you because you're going to need that space. So don't bend your elbow too much to the body because then you're not going to have enough room.
So, but don't lock your arm.
Right.
Don't lock it, but don't, this is kind of hard, right? So I'm out here. It gives me the reach I need to make this happen. And it's a cool feeling, so hopefully you'll like it. Hey Jennifer, we miss you too. I know you got things going on Saturdays, so thanks for popping in. Oh, hey Hoopin' Daily. I missed you. And you can try to do these continuously. This is what that looks like. And as I practice, like I'm using my monitor right now, I can see me. I can use that, or if you have a mirror, I can use this to try and get my isolations better, but they're not working out too well right now. That's fun. I'm gonna use my left hand. We were just teaching this move to someone else. Cool. There is an inside version of this, which is much easier, and that's where you're gripping on the southern end of the arc and then going up to the top and point. So this is the inside wall version, and then this is the outside wall version. And as a hooper, it's good to know the difference. Okay, and before we run out of time in today's class, since it's going so fast behind me.
Can I just share?
Oh, sure.
A couple of things. One is that I found it, if you're struggling with that, I do believe it's going to be easier with that sort of, roundabout point, traveling point isolation. Try going in first, kind of, in towards the center. I think that's going to be easier than going outside. That was just at least my experience.
Sure. Yeah. All right, right on. It's like drop and raise on the elbow, not locked. Yep, for sure. Okay, let me show you one more version of this. This is super techie. Not all the classes are techie. We've done this move before too, but this is a way to do a one in what we call the bow plane, or basically it's this side plane here. I think they call this wall plane in regular flow world. I'm not positive though. But what I'm going to do is I'm holding the hoop out here. I'm going to let my wrist break. I'm going to keep my arm up here, but I'm going to let my wrist break. And that's going to swing the hoop. I could swing it straight into my arm. I could swing it to the left of my elbow. But I'm going to swing it to the right of my elbow. I'm going to swing it to the outside. If I'm holding it with my left hand, I'll swing it to the left here. Okay, and as it swings down, I'm going to let go, and then I'm going to do a point isolation. I'm going to pull the hoop. I'm going to let it roll onto the back of my hand, and then come around here and hold it this way, right? And so, boom, it looks like this. Yep, I'm letting it roll onto the back of my hand. Let me see if I can show you guys. Maybe this camera will be best for this. Yeah, okay, so I'm here, and I'm going to let it roll, and right there, it rolls onto the back of my hand. If I wanted to do this continuously, it would look like this. Alright, some of these are okay, but I definitely need to clean up some isolations here. Oh, there we go, there we go. I want to do it with my left hand, just for you lefties out there, you southpaws. Says she likes drilling these. I'm speaking for Ann because she doesn't have a mic, so. This is me going the other way, so this would be if I did second current. This is first current for me. Second current. Nice. There we are. There's our forward. Yeah, actually, let me show you one more thing. For real geeks out there, this is a falling version. I'm holding it here. It's falling. This would be the rising version. For the hoop, by rising, it's coming up. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright, we'll play with this. Oh no, we're going to play, but the music stopped right when I was doing it, so maybe that's a sign. Andy, we're kind of getting near the end of class. This class has flown by. Do you have anything as far as an exercise you want to try? I've got another one in mind if you don't. I don't want to put you on the spot.
Do your exercise, but I also wanted to share another feeling that I've had in this class, which is that I'm really trying to use my offhand a lot, like my non-dominant, and I'm finding that's really helping me with doing all the drilling. It's kind of finding me some new space, just focusing on my non-dominant hand.
Nice. All right. So I think we'll talk a little bit. When I don't have the green screen, I can be a little bit more creative with the lighting behind me because it doesn't. I can open up the spectrum. Thank you, though. All right. Yeah. So I thought what we'd do is kind of finish with like what is some of the harder stuff, but it just as far as strength goes, but it's definitely helpful, and that is horizontal samurai. And so this is horizontal samurai. I'm holding the hoop out, and I'm trying to keep some flatness on the hoop. I'm pretty activated. I've been doing a lot of woodworking lately, so like this is not that hard for me. My grip is kind of good right now, but it is weakening, and so to keep it flat as my grip weakens, I'll turn it down. I'll like roll my wrist up under the hoop a little bit as my hand starts to get tired, and then where this is hard is if I want to hop in a horizontal, I'll hop and push and try to catch the hoop. Now, I'm like a gymnast, I'm going to try to nail the landing, which that's going to mean, each time I'm just going to try to get a little bit cleaner. And by cleaner, I mean that the hoop doesn't do that. Boom, 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 boom. But if that is too rigorous on my arms, I can do these little like clamshell folds or whatever, just working on my grip slowly. And you don't have to be a hero here. I mean, you're already a hero, but you don't have to you don't have to bite off more than you can chew. You can grab a really light hoop. You can grab something super small. And then this is what I think is a cool little fire hoop entry thing, as if I'm out here, there's a wick and wick. And then we don't do that because that'll burn the family behind us. But we're here, and then boom, fold that out, boom, can opener.
And something about these tosses or the hand shift is that if you think about that anti-point, so there's the point of contact, the point of your full grip, and then if you think about that opposite point, you don't have to be aware of the entire hoop if you're aware of that farthest point, because your body will like figure it out, and that's a cool thing. I think to experience in horizontal samurai is you start to gain an awareness of
that's
that point.
That's a great point that she's bringing up. And just like I focus on that point when I'm doing balance, I'm putting my focus right now. She calls it the anti-point, the far away point, the point that's not the closest to it, the counterpoint. There's loads of we'll just go with anti-point since that's what she said. But I think counterpoint might be a little bit more. But anyway, I'm focused on that, and by locking my vision on that, I've just noticed that these are a lot cleaner. All right, let's bring some music up. Okay, let's see. What was I gonna? Yeah. Yeah, so, that's something else I should bring up. Ann is doing the drill, and this is the ultimate drill here. But this is the most old school hoop path drill that we have. I'll show you the bird's eye version of this. Ann's doing a great job. I don't want to miss Ann's demos here, but this is the most old school hoop path move ever. I'm coming up here, pinky to pinky, gripping the hoop. This is me being as inside of it as I can. I've got a hole in my sleeve, and then I come down here, and then come up, pinky to pinky, and back down here. So it looks like this. And watch how my hand tracks behind me. That tracking is what creates the tension or the spring that's going to push the hoop back up. So I'm turning with the hoop. Yeah, I know Ann says we're kind of hitting this sort of late, so we'll talk about it later, but it's another angle for the... All right. Look how pretty our North Carolina, despite our horrible politics, we're a beautiful state.
Preach. There's a lot of cool people in North Carolina, no matter how you slice it. No matter how you slice that Snickers bar. Yeah, a lot of cool people here. Come visit.
Okay, Ann and I both have a lot to do, so this will be our sort of free hoop song, and then we'll call it a night. Thank you for everybody that got to join today. Glad we got this on replay. Thank you, Ann, for being here. And I will be here Tuesday. Ann is suggesting we do part 2 on Tuesday, so maybe we'll do some kind of mythy version of this on Tuesday. Thank you, guys.
I'm telling Bags, this is a precision tune class. I'm feeling like as I'm working on my off body, just kind of flowing out from these drills, I'm feeling a keener sense of awareness of the anti-point, and also of just the, space. I sometimes think of it as like negative space surrounding the body where the hoop can pass. And basically, the more nuanced your awareness becomes of that, then the more nuanced and intricate your off-body hooping can become. And it's a wonderful interplay. And I think, for me, today's drills gave me more ways of tapping in there. Thank you.
That's loud enough. I hope this is loud enough for them. I mean, this song is dope. Okay, so let's do a song to say goodnight. Oh, let's do an old school R&B song out of nowhere. What do you think?
Totes.
All right.
Only I'm saying good afternoon.
All right, good afternoon,
Yes.
guys.
Love
We're
y'all.
heading out. Hoop and Daily, have a good night.
See you Tuesday.
If anyone's still here, this will be our last song. Old school.
You've been waiting so long, I'm here to answer your call. I know that I shouldn't have had you waiting at all. I've been so busy, but I've been thinking about what I wanna do with you. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me too. Now it's me and you. Now I've been waiting waiting. Think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting. Think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me how you like it. I was waiting for you to tell me you were ready. I know what to do if only you would let me. As long as you're cool with it, I'll treat you right. Here is where you wanna be. I know them other guys, they've been talking about the way I do what I do. They heard I was good, they wanna see if it's true. They know you're the one I wanna give it to. I can see you want me too. And now it's me now, baby. I've been waiting. Me, you. Think I wanna make that move. I'm thinking about making that move. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting. Hey, think I wanna make that move. Baby, tell me how you like it. Yeah, baby, I love you all the way down. Get you right where you like it. I promise you like it. I swear. Just relax and let me make that move. It's our secret, but keep it between me and you. Now, I've been waiting. Think I wanna make that move now. Baby, tell me if you like it. Tell me if you like it now. I've been waiting. Think I wanna make that move. Now, baby, tell me how you like it. It's me and you. It's just me and you. It's just us two. Baby, tell me if you like it. It's me and you. I'm waiting. I've been waiting to make that move.
Okay, and you have anything to say before we fade to green? Oh, there you go.
Bax knew that was one of my favorite tracks ever, and in fact, that was one of my first hoop videos. Was to that song.
Oh, really? I forgot.
Yes.
Let It Bump was the first
Tommy,
one,
I
right?
thought you were remembering.
But Let It Bump was the first one, right?
That's the first one. No, that's right. My first hoop video is Missy Elliott's "Let It Bump," but I think this was the second one, maybe second or third.
Sweet.
Back in the day.
All right. Well, we will fade to green here. Thank you guys for joining me. I will be back on Tuesday. I don't know. Ann, are you going to be here Tuesday?
Yeah, I'll be here Tuesday, and I'll be here Saturday, and I'll be here Tuesday, but then I'll be gone for about 10 days.
All right. Okay.
But I love y'all. Thank you, Sean.
All right, y'all. We were going to fade to green. We'll put another
Woo.
slow song
Yeah.
or another song by Cassie.
Even though they know I really ain't into it.
You're not into it?
I'm not into it.
Yeah.
I already know the game and I've been.
All right. Have a great night,
So
y'all.
I buy my own bags, my boots, my jeans. Will I rock with my rebel yell underneath? You wanna step to me? Said you got a long way to go. Rock with me. You claim that you're so hot, and you say you got skills in the bedroom. You try to front when you're so not. Had a chase, you still never come through. You say you wanna come see me, 'cause you know your girlfriend wanna be me. I'ma tell you why you can't. Said you got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me, wanna touch me. Think twice, 'cause you got a long way to go. Don't know how to act, how to fall back. It's like that, 'cause you got a long way to go. It's not that deep, take it easy. You wanna please me, you got a long way to go. I'm a bad girl, you wanna get close. Ease up, 'cause you got a long way to go. I love it when they try to get scandalous, even though they know they really can't handle it.
They can't handle it?
They can't handle it. Tryna take me out to dinner, I cancel it. If you really wanna know me, first of all, you should never try to get too personal. 'Cause I meant it when I said that you got a long way to go. Yeah. You claim that you're so hot, and you say you got skills in the bedroom. You try to flirt when you're so not. Had a chance, you still never come through. You say you wanna come see me, 'cause you know your girlfriend wanna be me. I'ma tell you why you can't. Said you got a long way to go. Say you wanna love me, wanna touch me. Think twice, 'cause you got a long way to go. Don't know how to act, how to fall back. It's like that, 'cause you got a long way to go. It's not that deep, take it easy. You wanna please me,